Let's shift gears a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about the Heisman Trophy and really Ohio State with multiple guys that will be in consideration, which may hurt all of the Buckeyes that are in consideration for the Heisman.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins is probably the best running back candidate for the Heisman at the moment now that they dispatched Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin, who was never a real candidate in my mind. Justin Fields is in the mix with all these quarterbacks, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Jalen Hurts. We know who we're talking about, Tua Tagovailoa dealing with an injury. And then Chase Young is the defensive wild card. We haven't had a pure defensive player win it. Charles Woodson's the only mostly defensive guy who's won it. But I do think there's a path for Chase Young, and I think the path includes being the best player on the best team. And Ohio State's not going to mount a campaign. Ohio State doesn't have to mount a campaign, okay? Because, people know the deal. Ohio State's good. They're on TV all the time. But I do think Heisman voters have to open their minds to it. 870 media members, another 60 or so former Heisman winners. That's what I wrote after the game, is these Heisman voters, some of whom do not follow college football on an everyday basis, some of whom are stuck in their ways, like most voters with most things, have to open their minds to this. And there has been a lot of coverage this week of a lot of respected college football media people saying that they would vote for Chase Young. And so this is, I think, the one award where media coverage actually matters, because it's media coverage affecting media members. And we are malleable ding dong. We'll listen to whatever highlight is on TV or whatever the last story is that we read. So when well-respected, very smart college football writers like me say that Chase Young should be considered for the Heisman, I think it matters. But like Joel Klatt on Fox is saying it, Kirk Herbstreit on ESPN is saying it, Bruce Feldman, the national college football writer, is saying it. That matters. I think if the quarterback situation gets messy and there's not an obvious guy to vote for between Lawrence and Burrow and Hurts and Tua if he gets healthy, and Justin Fields, and if you're not sure there, and if Ohio State is number one, and you say to yourself, who's the best player on the best team? And the answer is Chase Young. I think that window for a defensive player to win is more wide open than it's ever been.
Doug Lemerises, as always, we appreciate the insight, talking Buckeyes and Browns, and we will check in with Doug Lemerises again. He will be Les's guest on Monday, so we look forward to seeing you here in studio. Doug Lemerises.